Hey, you guys. So I don't think that most of you guys were able to be on, but I know that you watch these recordings. So Keri and I are going to go ahead and get started. She's not on yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so today is June 27th. Which is just crazy. That means so many things. That means that Henry and Milo's summer is like halfway over already. And that means that Summit is 1 month away. I'm so excited. Like, look at that. I'm so excited. Gosh, that means that this month is almost over, and a lot of you guys are so close to Success Club. And I made you guys a video that I'm going to share after this call, but I just wanted to clarify some things. You know, you see this image, which is the scripture that I posted this morning, and I made a video about what success means to me. Because I know that you see me posting, talking about Success Club a lot. You see a lot of things about Success Club from Beachbody here on our team page and your training groups, no matter what training group you're in. But, you know, Success Club does not define winning. It is just a way that we measure the growth of our business. And, you know, it is also, Christy said this to me today, and she said it really well. It is a way to measure long-term success in this business. So Success Club, sure, if you don't hit it every month, it's not the end of the world, but I'm going to tell you, you better, by golly, go for it, because this is your business. This is your business. You would not open up a store and say, oh, you know, we didn't break even this month, or we didn't, you know, make enough money to keep the doors open, or whatever. If you open a business, you're going to do everything that you can to make it work, to make it successful, right? Well, this is your business, okay? And so Success Club 5 is a way to measure whether or not you are hitting goals, you're creating long-term success for yourself, whether or not you are growing your business. For your legs, you can, okay?
How do you do your legs?
I'll show you in just a minute. Milo, I'm working, and I'm serious, okay? I am working, all right? Go. Sorry, guys, but, you know, that is just how we measure success. And if you don't want to shoot for Success Club 5 every month, you don't have to. It's your business. You can do what you want with it. But I am here to definitely encourage you guys. And to me, winning just means that you are giving it your all, that you're showing up, that you're doing the 3 vital behaviors with the time that you have, with the resources that you have, that you know why you're doing it. Why are you coaching? You know, what did you hope that it would do for you? What does it do for you? You should be setting goals. That is winning. If you're not setting goals, then you're not working towards anything. And obviously, we want to change people's lives. I mean, not just our challengers, but our own as well. And I know that personally, coaching and challenge groups and Shakeology and all that stuff has done that for me. And so, you know, leading by example is what we do as coaches. And it's how we find challengers. It's how we change our own lives. It's how we change our families' lives. And so that is what I meant. God is within her. She will not fall. And a lot of times it says fail. But failure does not mean that you don't hit Success Club. Failure means that you stop trying, okay? And so that is what I meant by that. But going further than that, you know, Success Club means that we're moving our business forward, yes, and it helps us measure and create long-term success. But it also means that we are impacting people's lives. And so I put this together based on the number of Success Club points that our team has for this month, just so far. And I know you guys are still working on helping other people, but for every 1 or 2 Success Club points, I base this on challenge packs sold and Shakeology sold this month as a team. We have impacted 24 people's lives. I mean, that is huge. That is huge. I mean, our little team has helped 24 people get started making their health a priority, making their lifestyle, make a lifestyle change. We are helping them create long-term success in their health. And some of these people are coaches who have signed up as coaches. And so we are having an impact on the world around us. And guys, whether you believe it or not, what you say, what you do, the choices you make has a ripple effect. It can be a positive ripple effect, or it can be a negative ripple effect, but it has an impact. And so this made me excited. This made me excited to put that number up there. And that does include my Success Club points as well. So like, you should give yourselves a hand and just be proud of what you are doing. And I love this quote by Tony Robbins. It says, life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. And that is so true. And it applies to what we do as coaches. Okay. So your life is a gift without a doubt. And what are you going to do with it to give back and to impact people for good and to become something more for yourself? And with that said, here is the breakdown of our points, because I do think it's important to show where we're at as a team. And Tracy King, golly girl, 18 points. I don't even think you're done yet. You keep telling me there's more people that want to sign up to coach or do a challenge group. And I mean, good grief. I'm going to have Tracy do a call soon just on how she is able to hit Success Club consistently and to recruit new people. Matt has 6, and these people, you guys on the right, Lauren, Dana, Becca, Erica, sorry, Erica, it auto-corrected your name. But you guys are almost there. You're almost there. And like I'm going to tell you guys later, even if you don't have any points on the board, if you're out there working, if you're out there doing the 3 vital behaviors, then you are doing something. You're making a difference. You're inspiring. You're motivating. You are making a difference. And so that's important to remember. And so before Keri gets on, I just wanted to kind of give you guys some encouragement on how to end the month strong. You can do it. You can absolutely, if you are at Success Club 0, you can hit it by Thursday night. It just takes like putting your blinders on, putting your head down, maybe locking your office door and getting out there and sending invites and following up and just making it happen. I mean, I know that posting, especially for some of you newer coaches, is intimidating, and you are struggling with getting people on board and wrapping up those conversations. But you can do it. I remember what it was like as a new coach, and I still struggle with conversations sometimes. But here are just a few ideas. Hold on, Milo wants something. Outside? Not right now. Sweetie, I'm working. Please stop interrupting me, okay? You can create flash sales, and that just means like, you're going to give the 21-day fix away for free. And what that means is that, you'll give somebody basically $10 back because it's $10 more than the cost of Shakeology. That's a flash sale. You could choose to do something else. You could do a giveaway. You could have a giveaway, and for everybody that participates or signs up to be eligible for the giveaway, you'll give a discount on their challenge pack. Follow up. I can't stress enough how important follow-ups are. Follow-ups make or break your business. So if you're sending invites, if you're contacting or connecting with people, if you're starting conversations, but you're not following up, then you're probably not going to hit your goals, because that is where it all happens, is in the follow-up. Rarely do I contact somebody. We start a conversation and things go just immediately. I mean, rarely do people buy a challenge pack the same day. It usually takes some conversation and some follow-ups. Hey, Keri. I went ahead and got started, and I'm going to let you go in just like 5 seconds. But the last thing is that the month does not end until midnight on June 30th. And so if you're discouraged, if you're worried about hitting it, but I just want you to know that you have until the end of the month to hit Success Club. Lauren, I didn't even see that you were on. Hey. And so those are my tips for hitting Success Club. And I want you guys to know, I don't know when you came on, but I did make a short video for you guys. I'm going to share in just a little while after we get off this call. But, it's just a goal. Success Club is a goal. It's a way to measure your success in your business. And that's why we push for it. That's what it means. It's creating long-term success for you guys. And so I just want you guys to know I will do whatever I can to help you hit your goal. And, a lot of you guys are so stinking close, and I know you can do it. There's literally, what is today, Monday? You've got 3.5 days left to do it. So we're gonna make it happen. But that is what I had to share, and I'm gonna post these slides in our team page. Lauren, I'm so glad you're on. I didn't think anybody else was gonna be on. How are you?
Good.
Are you good? Okay. So Keri is a friend of mine. She is. Keri, did you sign up about the same time as me? Have we been coaches for about the same amount of time?
Yeah. You signed up in like July, right?
I think so. The end of July 2014.
Yeah.
And so Keri is an elite coach. She is tons of fun, and she is like awesome at recruiting coaches, like amazing. So we'll probably have to do a call for us later about that. But today she's going to talk about free groups, running free groups, because I know I'll be honest, like it's not my favorite thing to do as a coach, but it's really when you kind of change your mindset and look at it as a way to add value and to make contacts and to find potential future customers, challengers. It's a really good tool. And so Keri is going to talk to us about that. And Keri, you can feel free to share more about you and your story and everything. But I'm going to let you go ahead. And if you have, I don't know if you have slides or not, but just do whatever you need to do. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, hi, Lauren. So I know Rachel told me that there are going to be a few of you listening back. So I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello today. But yes, I am Keri, and I started in this business just around the same time as Rachel, just a little over 1.5 years ago. And I had actually been doing programs for many, many years before I started as a coach. I started doing Insanity and P90X around 4 years ago when I was trying to get in shape for my wedding. And up until that point, I had never been active in my life. Like I was not involved in a ton of sports as a child. I just never really went to the gym. I didn't even enjoy like group fitness classes or anything because I just felt uncomfortable. Just didn't feel confident going to the gym, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to start. And my diet was an absolute disaster, like a disaster. So I've been a vegetarian for like 22, 23 years now, since I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I call myself a carbotarian. Like that really was my diet because I didn't eat meat, obviously. I didn't really like vegetables. I didn't know what to eat. So basically I just ate carbs all day, like Pop-Tarts and pizza and just terrible, terrible things. So, I had the beauty of in high school staying fairly thin, even though I had no muscle tone in my body or anything. But when I got to college, the weight just really, really started to come on. So right before my wedding, I made that commitment, and I just was like, I'm just going to do very, very little of the P90X or Insanity, like super, super modifications. And that's what I did slowly but surely. I just started to get results, and I just got addicted to Beachbody programs. And I've never honestly been in better shape in my life. I'm so, so happy. And the reason why I love, love, love being a coach is because I know these products work. And I know that there's millions of other people out there that were just like me, and are still just like me. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. And I just love being that light for other people. And I love encouraging and helping people get started on the programs. And as we all know, home fitness, unless you have something that you're really working towards, like for me, it was my wedding. That's what kept me motivated. It's hard. It's hard to stay motivated and accountable when you're doing it on your own. And so that's, I think, what I love about being a coach is I get to be that person that helps people stay accountable, even when they don't have that thing that they're working towards, to really just help bring a healthy lifestyle to people. So anyway, so that's a little bit about me. But yeah, it's been a crazy ride. A little over 1.5 years. I went diamond the exact same day that Rachel did. That's kind of how we first met. We're both obviously Melanie's personally sponsored coaches. And then last year just had this crazy ride of getting to elite, which is 5-star diamond. And, was an awesome accomplishment. But this year has definitely brought its own challenges and its own new ups and downs. But I will tell you one thing, that Rachel is brilliant. Like for any of you listening back to this call, like listen to what she says, because she is the one person who we just kind of became like success partners in the last, 3 months. And at a point in my business where I was just having a really tough time, even finding customers, like she is the person who gave me the ideas and like brought my business back to life. And I'm so, so thankful for you. And I'm just so thankful for our friendship. So, but speaking of that, free groups, I had never, ever, ever ran one before until Rachel and I started working together. And so she was the one who really introduced me to free groups. And I've been running them for 3 months now, and I can tell you that it has been one of the best things for my business. So today I'll share my screen, and I'm just going to walk you through kind of how I do it, although I will say I learned most of my tips from her. And share screen. You see that, Rachel? Yeah, okay. Oops. I won't go into full presentation mode just so I can see what I'm doing here, but but yeah, so I'll start with what is the mission in this business, right? Because I'm going to relate it back to groups in a second here, but the mission in this business is to help people, right? Like we want to help people get started on a healthier path. We want them to learn about clean eating. We want them to be inspired to work out and, move their body and exercise. There's so many diseases and heart disease, diabetes, all this stuff. Like we want to be that light for other people to help them, get to a point where they're feeling comfortable and confident and healthy, right? And then the second thing is to share, your mission in this business is to share your story to inspire others, whether you're just starting on a program or whether you've been doing it for years. Like your mission should be to share your story, share your journey, to inspire other people. This is going to be a constant lifetime battle, like, obesity, just weight issues, confidence issues. There's never, ever going to be a shortage of this in our entire lifetimes. And so our mission is to share, to inspire people along this lifelong journey, right? And then the third thing is to introduce an equation that works. Like we know already, that these home fitness programs, even in 22 minutes a day, like they work. We know that. We know that eating clean and using portion control containers and eating the right food groups and making sure that you're not eating too much of each food group. Like we know this works, so our job and our mission is to introduce this equation that works for people, because how many people go through life like doing a no carb diet, or they do this or do that and it doesn't work. Like it doesn't work. We know this works. So it's our job as a coach to get that out to other people. But what are the challenges? There's a few challenges, and some of the most prevalent ones are the fact that, at this point, like we're dealing with obscurity, right? Like nobody knows who we are, especially when you're just getting started as a coach. Nobody knows who you are, like you have your friends on Facebook, but like you're not out there. Like you're not, people don't know you yet. They don't know your story. They don't know your journey. So that's one of the challenges is obscurity, right? We need to get our name out there. We need to make sure that people know who we are and what we do. But also building trust in relationships with people. That's a big challenge because, one thing that is difficult is there are a lot of multi-level marketing businesses that don't necessarily build upon trust and relationships first. Like you'll get a friend request from them, and then like the next day they'll send you a message that's like, hey, would you like to buy my face care? And it's just like, it's just such a problem because that's not what you want to do. You really want to build trust and relationships with people. And that does take a little bit of time. I'm not saying that you don't want to invite people to your challenge group after you friend request them and have a quick conversation. Inviting is so important, but you do want to build that trust and relationship with every person that you come in touch with. And then the other challenges is having them understand exactly what you do and what you have to offer. So people don't want to sign up for a challenge pack with you because, like I said, one, they don't trust you yet. They don't know if you're going to really be here for the long haul. They don't know if, you're going to be that person that's going to motivate them and hold them accountable. But they also just don't know what you do. Like, they may see you posting your exercise pictures in the morning. They may see you posting your healthy meals, but they still don't know, like, what is a challenge group? Like, what is involved in a challenge group? They don't know, like what type of accountability you're holding them to. Like you'll say maybe in your challenge group post that you're holding them accountable, you're going to be, daily accountability, but what does that mean, right? So this is where free groups come in, because they solve all these challenges. You guys can see that. They solve a lot of these challenges, right? So the benefits of free groups are just amazing, because first of all, you're adding free value to people. If you follow any of the major like social media marketers, let's see here, Brendan Burchard and Amy Porterfield are a few that I follow, like they're always giving free value, and that's how they kind of get you in, because they give such great free value that you're like, I want more and I will pay for it, So adding free value is so important. And free groups, you're going to be giving people a meal plan. You're going to give them nutrition tips. You're going to hold them accountable at night. Like they're going to kind of get this free value from you, and they're going to love it and they're going to want more, right? But you're also building relationships and you're building trust with people. So you're going to be in your free group for, I run 7-day free groups, and you're going to be in there every day, and you're going to be just building relationships with people, asking them questions. What are you struggling with? Like, what's the one thing holding you back? What is your current day-to-day eating plan look like? You're going to be asking them these questions and building trust and building a relationship with people. And then providing people, like I said, with a meal plan, clean eating ideas, recipe, and accountability. So one thing that I do at night in my free groups is I'll check in at night, and I'll say, just like I would in a normal challenge group, so they can kind of get that feel of it, I'll check in at night and I'll say, hey, how did everybody do today? Did you follow the meal plan today? What was your struggle? Like, give me on a 1 to 5, like how you, on a scale, 1 to 5 scale, how you did today. And then also in my free groups, I post like a quick daily fun workout challenge, and I'll say, did you get your workout challenge in? So it kind of provides that accountability in the free group. And this way that they can really understand what a challenge group would look like. They're kind of getting what I think of it as is a 7-day free group is kind of a sneak peek into a challenge group, because you're basically doing all the same things in a free group, and they're going to see that and they're going to understand it, and they're going to be like, hey, I don't want to do it for just a week. I want to do it for 4 weeks, because I know in 4 weeks I'm really going to get more results, and if I'm actually following one of her fitness programs or, doing a Beachbody program, I probably even get better results, right? But also people in the free group, they kind of understand that group setting too, because people are participating. Your goal of a free group is really to try to get people to participate. That's why you want to ask a lot of questions and build that relationship with people. But they see other people chiming in, and they see other people talking about their struggles and their goals and what they're doing today. And they see them checking in at night. I did my workout, and it inspires them. People like that group setting. They finally feel that they don't have to go to a gym to get that motivation. They can get it right here online on Facebook. And then also lastly, people can just have that view of your energy, your excitement, your passion, like in a different form than just on your public Facebook page, right? Like, one thing that I'll tell you at the end, because I have some tips on free groups, but go live, like do videos in your free group, like be in there, be excited, use exclamation marks. Like people need to see your passion, your excitement, because that's where they get really pumped up and they get really motivated to even want to go further and do another challenge group with you. Okay. So those are the benefits of free groups. So now let's talk about how to run one. So the first thing, and this is super important, is, when I first was toying around with free groups, like a long time ago, they were not doing well. Like I would run it and I would get nobody in it. And I would just every month try to do it again and again. And it was just a 7-day clean eating, 7-day clean eating, 7-day clean eating, and it just was boring. I'm sorry, but it was. But, one thing that Rachel taught me to do was to really use a theme and make it exciting and use current events going on and, just fun things, like things that people struggle with. So obviously this week, actually today was day 1 of my Fit and Free group. I actually got the name from Rachel, of course, but we were talking about how could we do a 4th of July? Like how can we put that in a name and a theme? But obviously fitness plus freedom. It's 4th of July, like fit and free. And I kind of themed it around like also being free of, feeling free of, being healthy and happy and confident, so it wasn't just freedom. But then I talked about in my posts, that 4th of July is just around the corner. And, a lot of my market is kind of still in their 20s. They're still want to look good in bathing suits on the 4th of July because they're going to barbecues and they're doing swimming and pool parties and things like that. So I talked about like, here's a 7-day fun challenge to get us ready for the 4th of July. Or, and I also talked about how I love Pinterest and how many times you go on Pinterest and you see like all these 4th of July, like themed, recipes. Like how can we make these into healthy 4th of July themed recipes? So I talk about things like that. So, last month it was Memorial Day. So I did a post Memorial Day detox 7-day clean eating group. It's still all basically the same script that I use. It's still all the same material, but I just will spice it up a little bit with a theme each month. So I just try to think of current events or what people are currently struggling with. Like summer is all about balance, right? Like people want balance. They're going to barbecues, they're doing fun things, they're going on vacation. They're not going to be perfect. They want balance. So think about the time of the year and try to find a theme, and something clever and fun and creative that, that people will be interested in because you want to get people intrigued, right? So the second step is to create a private group. So I run my 7-day free groups in a private Facebook group. I actually have it as a closed group. That's important. You want to make sure it's closed because I do post the link in the comments of my Facebook post so that people can add themselves. If you do it as a private group, people aren't going to be able to see it and add themselves to it. So you want to do a closed group. I usually use Canva or I'll use PicMonkey to create a fun cover photo like I did for my private group here. And I'll just pull things off of Google. Like I'll put in Google 4th of July recipes or whatever. Sometimes I'll even put a picture of my face on the cover photo because sometimes people just like to see you too. So just depending on the group, I'll create just a fun, simple cover photo and I'll put it in a closed group. That's definitely the wrong word there. Not a private group, closed group. But then this is optional. Step 3 is optional. You can create a public event on your Facebook page too. Events are kind of fun to toy around with because you can create the event, you can put in a description of the event, you can actually even put in the link to the Facebook group in the event. I won't ever actually run my free group in an event. You can, but I don't. I like them to actually go over to the closed group. But I will sometimes create the Facebook event just to be able to invite people from my Facebook page and get some interest in it. Because if you create a public event and you invite friends from your Facebook, they can either actually say, no, I'm not attending, maybe I'm attending, or I'm interested, or I'm going, basically. And that could create some great conversations for you because then if somebody says they're interested or they're going, send them a message. Say, hey, how are you? I saw you were interested in going to my Fit and Free group. I would so love to have you. It's just going to be a week of fun and, free recipes and a meal plan, and it's all going to be 4th of July inspired. Just out of curiosity, is there something that you're struggling with right now? Like anything in particular that you would like to learn from this clean eating group? It kind of gets conversations going. So obviously we're in the business of making friends and starting conversations. So creating a public event is a great way to see like who's actually interested or who wants to go. But you don't have to. You can also just have that closed Facebook group and just post about it publicly on your Facebook page and then also, invite people privately. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but yeah. So moving on, this 4th step, which I just mentioned, was kind of drip public content. This is so when I talk to my team about posting on Facebook, I say dripping. I like to drip kind of hints and drip, just like content. So I do basically, when I'm about to run a free group, basically 2 nights a week, so usually like a Sunday night and a Wednesday night, I'll do a big invite like this. So this was one just last week that I did, and I'm like, you see this grill? I'm getting ready for the 4th of July. It's my favorite holiday. And that's actually the truth, you guys. I love 4th of July. I'm like, it's all about barbecues and fireworks and pool parties and, all this stuff. And then I say, but, there's still a way to keep it healthy. And I'm, I talk about how Pinterest recipes, how you're always going to see these fun, like 4th of July Pinterest recipes and how, we can keep them healthy. So I basically just do a big invite is what I call it. I do a big invite twice a week. Where I say like, join my Fit and Free group, and then I'll actually go to my closed Facebook group and I'll copy the link up in the URL and I'll put it in the comment section. And like you can see here, it says, link is in the comments. The more the merrier. Join on in and let's celebrate freedom for our country and freedom and feeling good, happy, and healthy. And I said, just add yourself to the group, right? So they can add themselves to the group. I do keep the setting as an admin has to approve. That way I can go start a conversation with them before I approve them in and make sure they don't have another coach and that type of stuff. But so I do that twice a week, like a big invite. But then the other days I just kind of drip hints is what I say. So like, maybe Friday morning, I'll do my workout picture and I'll be like, I'm getting so excited because my Fit and Free group is starting. Woohoo! I'm just like kind of dripping that content or like, ooh, I just spent the day looking at 4th of July Pinterest recipes. I can't wait to share with my free group next week. Like I just kind of drip those content pieces. That way I just do 2 big invites, but then I just kind of drip content the rest of the week. That way I'll still get messages that are like, hey, can I still join that group? Or, or if I'm inviting people to the group privately, they've kind of already seen it on my page. And that way, when I send them a private invite, they kind of know what I'm talking about already. And they're seeing me talk about it. So they're like, sure, I'll join, But another tip that I have, number 5, is storytell. So, the best example I have for this is when I ran a no sugar challenge. So Rachel did this a couple months ago too. That was my free group. It was a 7-day, no sugar, clean eating challenge, basically. And I made one big invite on Tuesday and I made one big invite on Thursday. The one on Tuesday was like, do you find yourself eating too much sugar? Like, do you know that sugar is in everything? It was like very salesy. And then Thursday, and of course I had like this perfectly, picture on PicMonkey that I created. This was Tuesday and it was like, do you know, it was all salesy. Thursday, I took a picture of myself. I'm like full sweaty, after my workout, and I held up a can of peanut butter. My picture was like with the peanut butter. And it was like 3 years ago, I would have never thought to look at a can of peanut butter to see how much the amount of sugar was in there. Never. Would have never occurred to me. I didn't even know that people added sugar to marinara sauces and enchilada sauce and breads and et cetera, and et cetera, et cetera. I literally just didn't know, and I went on to tell a story of how my life has changed so much just from making small changes every day, just by being aware of what I'm eating and how much sugar is in certain things and trying to eat more clean foods. So, for example, real whole foods, not packaged, not processed foods, and trying to just eat more simple foods, right? And so I told a story, and literally Tuesday night when I put the salesy post, I got 0 people to add themselves to that free group. 0. Like I put the link, the same thing, put the link in the Facebook page, not one person added themselves to the group. Thursday, when I told a story and I just kind of gave my background of how I was in that same position and I didn't know and now I know and I want to help you too, like 13 people added themselves to the group that night, And so same time, they were both at like 7 o'clock. That's when I do my posts. But the difference between storytelling and being salesy is huge. You want to relate to people. So even when you're running a free group or when you're promoting for a challenge group, like tell a story, like be relatable, right? Make sure that people, like you and they want to join you, right? So that's tip number 5. Number 6 is, even though you're going to be dripping public content, be doing a couple major invites on Facebook, make sure to send personal invites too. I'm talking like people that have, said no to you in the past, people that you've never even like really had a conversation with on Facebook before. Maybe they've liked or commented on a photo. Like invite everyone, like everyone you can. Get crazy, like go out there and invite people to your free group, because you know what? It's free. And honestly, it's just for fun. If you go into the invite just wanting to help people and not expecting a sale in return, it's going to go way better for you. So just invite people because you want to share your story. Like, you want to help people, right? So be confident in those invites and just make sure to send personal invites to people who are liking, commenting on your photos, maybe people you haven't talked to in a while, and people that, you're trying to build relationships with. So that's tip number 6. Number 7, okay, so once we actually get this group going, right, even if you only have 3 people in it, like, over deliver, honestly, like over deliver. And I don't mean that to stress you out. I just mean, like, give people a good time, like give them a meal plan. Like, sometimes I think, well, I don't want to give them so much good free content that they don't want to join my challenge group. But honestly, it's the complete opposite. The better content that you give them, they are going to want more from you. So give them a free meal plan, give them a shopping list, and a few recipes. I usually do that on the weekend. So Saturday morning, I'll give them just a free meal plan for the week. And honestly, Rachel taught me this tip. You can just go to Team Beachbody blog, and every single week almost they do a blog post with like a meal plan and a shopping list. And you can literally just like copy and paste it into a Microsoft Word document and give them a meal plan with a shopping list, and it even gives them like some prep instructions. So like what to prep on Sunday night. So it's really easy. Like, there's not that much that goes into it. Plus, in my challenge groups, I give people a meal plan usually every week anyway. So I'll just copy a couple of those over. So that's no different. Like, there's no extra work. So then I will try to do 3 posts per day in the 7-day group. So usually in the morning, I'll do something motivational. So like today in my free group, it's day 1. I talked about how we're not working on a diet. We're working on a lifestyle. Like, we, this week is the beginning of a lifestyle. And then I start asking questions like, what are your biggest struggles? Like, what's one thing that if you could accomplish this week that you would feel really proud, whether it's drinking more water, following the meal plan, cutting out sugar, like, what's that one thing? So I'll try to do something in the morning around 8 o'clock that's like something motivational, or I'll do a little quote, or maybe I'll find like on YouTube, I'll put in like, I don't know, funny fitness, or I'll put in like fitness motivation. I'll just find like a quick 2-minute motivational video, something like that. In the afternoon, or usually around noon, I'll do like a bonus workout. So this is so funny, you guys. I literally will just go to Pinterest and I'll be like, quick workout, and I'll find like an image that's like, has like a little, it'll say like 10 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, 10 burpees. And I'll just copy and paste the image and I'll put it in the free group and I'll be like, today's workout. Like, I'll check in with you later today and see if you guys did it. It takes me literally no more than 25 seconds. Like, it is like that quick. I don't sit there and design the workout myself or anything like that. I literally use Pinterest for everything. Same in the afternoon. So, or afternoon or evening, I'll do one more nutritional tip. So I'll do like, why water is important, or, how to read a nutrition label. And honestly, again, I go to Pinterest and I'll put in nutrition tip search and I'll find an image or something and I'll put it in there and I'll just put a few sentences, something that's helpful. And then I'll also do a check-in at night. So who did the workout? What's one thing you're proud of today? Like, snap a picture of your one clean eating meal you did, or something like that, just to get people engaged. You want them talking, you want them participating. So those are really the 3 posts that I do per day. This week, like I said, for my Fit and Free group, it's all about, 4th of July inspired. So probably my evening posts are going to be like 4th of July recipes. And again, I'll just go to Pinterest and I'll say healthy 4th of July recipe, and I'll just find something and I'll copy and paste. Like, it's not that difficult. Running a free group takes me, I would say 10 minutes a day for the post, 10, 15 minutes a day to put together the post. A lot of times I'll just go to Hootsuite and I'll just schedule them all ahead of time. That way I don't have to worry about it during the week. But at night, I try to be in there and engage. So I'll answer questions, or if people check in, I'll be like, great job. Like, that's awesome. What's your goal for tomorrow? So I try to keep people engaged. So maybe I spend 20 minutes total, 25 minutes a day running this free group. But the important part is step number 9. You're obviously over-delivering. People are just loving your excitement and your engagement. They're loving the content. You're trying to get them speaking up and, and participating. But then, just like I do this on my personal page or my Facebook page, I will drip content in the free group, basically, is what I do. So I'll drip content about my challenge group. So 2 to 3 times during that week, I'll be like, say something like, hey, you know, what I love about this free group is that it's the entryway to a challenge group. You know, I want to let you guys know that at the end of this, you will have the ability to join a 4-week challenge group that will have more specific workouts, that'll be, you know, weekly meal plans, daily motivation, just like this. So if you are loving this group, just know that this doesn't have to be the end, you know? So I'll just kind of drip little things like that. Or if I do like a bonus workout, I'll be like, hey, I also posted this bonus workout in my challenge group this week. Like, but this is today's workout for you guys today too. So people are like, what's the challenge group? What does she mean? What other group is she running? You know? So I just kind of drip content, and I just do that like 2-3 times during that week. And then on Sunday, usually Saturday or Sunday, I'll go in live, or I'll do a pre-recorded video on my phone. I'll post it in the free group, and it'll just be like, hey, you guys, I'm so excited that you're all here this week. It's been so much fun. I've absolutely loved getting to know you and getting to understand like what your challenges were and what your struggles are and how I could help you. And I really hope that you found this super beneficial. But I want you to know that it doesn't have to end here. I do run a challenge group once a month. It's coming up. It's starting in 2 weeks. We all pick a home fitness program based on your goals, and we'll all, drink Shakeology every day. I give a little blurb about Shakeology, and I say, look, if you don't want to join, that's totally fine, but I want you to know what else I have to offer, because I would love to continue to support you and motivate you through this journey. You know, so that's basically how I'll invite people to challenge group. And every single time I ran a free group, I've gotten at least 1 to 2 new challenge pack customers from a free group. And the more I do them, the easier it gets. The more people I get in the group, and the more potential that I have for, challenge pack customers and things like that. So tips for success: invite everyone. Like, tell them to invite friends. That's another thing too. Just, hey, the more the merrier. Invite your friends. You know, you want to be careful not to step on other coaches' toes. So I always start a conversation with somebody before I accept them into the group. Like, you know, what are your struggles? Just out of curiosity, are you working with another coach? I just want to be sure, go live. Like I said, do videos. People love to see you. They like to hear your voice. So go live in the Facebook groups. That's a new thing that you can do as of like 2 months ago. And it's so simple. Plus, it shows you're, authentic. People don't care about being perfect. Like, it shows that you're authentic. Even if you're talking whatever and you're making mistakes, just like I am right now, just be live with them. They love it. Have passion, excitement. Talk about your challenge groups at least 3 times, like I said, and then follow up. What I mean by this is send everyone a personal message. Like, at the beginning of the week, when they're just getting into the group, what are your struggles? What can I help you with? What's one thing you'd like to learn? Then at the end, how did it go? Send them a personal message. What did you learn? Did it help you with X, Y, and Z? And then, invite them to the challenge group. Would you be interested in joining the challenge group? We're starting on July 19th, et cetera, et cetera. And then even next month, if, like, let's say they say no, next month I'll follow up with again, and I'll say, hey, are you still struggling with this? And I'll follow up with them in that. So anyway, follow up is key. Sometimes I'll get customers from like 4 or 6 months ago, a year ago, that I've connected with. So just keep following up. So anyway, that is how I run free groups. I really hope that this helps you guys, and I hope that you put it into place, because it's been a huge success for me. So.
Thank you. Lauren had to go just now. That was good.
That's okay.
Yeah. But like that, I don't talk about my challenge groups enough in my free groups. I do at the end, but like throughout the group, that's a good tip. Like, I don't, like tonight I could go in live and say, I shared this in my challenge group today and I wanted to share it with you or something. That's a really good, like, I don't do that. That's a good idea.
Good. I'm glad it helped you.
Yeah. And so I'm going to go back and make some notes. Guys, stop, please, just for a second, okay? They're like chasing each other. They're tired. They came home from football camp and they put Body Beast in because they wanted to lift weights. It was so cute.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I love it.
But thank you. That was really good. And I know that there's quite a few coaches who want to like kind of get better at free groups. So your tips were really good.
Good.
I'll say
Good,
hi.
good, good. All right, girl. Well, I'm going to get going here and I'm going to get back to kicking butt. Hi, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. That
You're
that
welcome.
meant a lot. So I'm going to share that with them. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, and we'll talk soon.
Thursday. Yes.
Thursday.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.